Has she been contacted to come back, sir?
I don't know whether Chairman Issa has contacted her attorney. That's the other thing. The Sixth Amendment does not allow us to talk to her directly. Now that she has a lawyer, we have to go through that lawyer. My guess is that lawyer's not going to make the same mistake he made yesterday.
Well, Speaker Boehner was on with Greta last night. He did not go so far as to call for a special prosecutor. Do you agree with him?
You know what? I want a special prosecutor only if that prosecutor has grand jury subpoena power, because that's where you can do an investigation. We don't need a special prosecutor working for Congress if that person does not have subpoena power. So if you have access to a grand jury, then yes, I would be fully in favor of a special prosecutor, because that is the best way to investigate crime. It's not Congress, it's with a grand jury and a prosecutor and some agents.
Finally, on this whole legality, the ins and the outs of the hoops that we were jumping through yesterday. Judge Andrew Napolitano tells us that this was a grave and irreversible error. If that's the case, how did her own counsel allow her to do that?
I don't know what she's paying for her lawyer, but she's overpaying. I think anyone knows that if you're going to invoke your Fifth Amendment privilege against incrimination, you don't say anything. You don't say good morning. You don't even say your name. Why she thought she could give all the exculpatory evidence and then not subject herself to cross-examination is befuddling, to use a legal term.
The way you're describing it, and I guess the strong reaction you had yesterday, once she made a statement about her innocence, it appeared that you were making the argument that you can ask her questions that pertain to her guilt or innocence. And could that have been done yesterday because of her statement?
Yes, but I promise you her lawyers would have whispered in her ear, don't answer, and then you're back to the point, can you make someone answer your question? You can't make them talk. You can just assign consequences for a failure to talk. But I would love to have asked her questions yesterday, but my suspicion is her lawyer would have scooted himself up to the table and said, Lois, don't answer these questions, and then you and I be having the same conversation about how you handle that.
And the 20 seconds left then, for the viewers watching at home trying to follow this story, where does it go next?
Well, we have other witnesses. We have access to other information. I would agree with my Democrat colleague and Speaker Boehner, a prosecutor who has grand jury subpoena power, the power to compel, and the power to offer immunity where appropriate is where we ought to go. There are limits to what Congress can do with criminal actions.
Trey Gowdy, thank you for your time.